Good morning, one and all. My name is Dr. B. Srinivas, Department of Mechanical Engineering. Today we are going to discuss about the orthogonal cutting and oblique cutting and force relationship in orthogonal cutting and merchant circle diagram here. Now coming to the orthogonal cutting and the oblique cutting. So here the orthogonal cutting and oblique cutting means here there will be a there is a contact between the tool and the workpiece in a perpendicular, means this is a tool and this is a workpiece. When unwanted of a material is removed from the workpiece here, so there will be a perpendicular action. Okay, means the tool is in a perpendicular direction to the workpiece, that is the orthogonal way. If a tool is making an angle other than of 90 degrees, that is the oblique cutting here. Now coming to the difference here. See the orthogonal and oblique cutting here, the workpiece, the depth of cut here and the direction of a chip flow, velocity and a cutting edge and the feed from the diagrams. That is the orthogonal. Now from the oblique there will be a workpiece and you see the feed and cutting edge, tool and which is the angle inclined at this angle with the direction of a feed. Means here, see I just now discussed that cutting edge of the tool is a perpendicular to the direction of a cutting speed here. Means the tool, okay, is a perpendicular direction of the cutting speed is a perpendicular. That is the orthogonal cutting. If a cutting edge is a certain angle other than of a 90 degrees, other than of a 90 degrees, apart from the 90 degrees, that is the direction of the cutting speed. That is the oblique cutting. It also represents of a two-dimensional problem in orthogonal, whereas an oblique is a three-dimensional area. So that is the reason in a orthogonal cutting it is a widely used in a theoretical and experimental work take place in a orthogonal of a cutting here. Now coming to the this one, see from the difference here from the diagram of the first point here is a orthogonal. See this, the cutting edge, the from see the from the in orthogonal the cutting edge is a perpendicular to the direction of cutting speed and the direction of a tool travels here, means it is a perpendicular to this one. And here is apart from the 90 degrees there is a mixture of some angles here. The cutting edge is a normal to the tool feed. Cutting edge is inclined at an accurate angle to the tool feed here. So that is the reason here I am saying okay there is a two dimensional here and here is a three dimensional here. If I am saying of a two dimension, there will have a two forces components are considered, that is the cutting force and the thrust force are occurred in a orthogonal cutting. Here is a cutting force, radial force, thrust force are carried out in a oblique of a cutting here. Now coming to the here is a shear force act on a smaller area. Shear force means of a here is a this chip formation. What happens? There will be a shear plane is there. So what happens? From there will be a shear force act on a smaller area. Here the shear force is take place of a in on a larger area here. The cutting edge clears the width of the workpiece in a orthogonal cutting. Here in a cutting edge may or may not clear the width of the workpiece in a oblique cutting here. The maximum chip thickness occurs at its middle here. And here the maximum chip thickness may or may not occur at the middle here. One cutting edge is in action and more than one cutting edge are in action of oblique cutting. These are the difference of a orthogonal cutting and the oblique cutting here. So very important point here is a means that in a very basic point of a orthogonal cutting and oblique cutting is the cutting edge of the tool is perpendicular to the direction of a cutting speed here. Direction of a cutting edge means perpendicular apart from the 90 degrees here in a oblique cutting here. Now these are the difference here. Now coming to force relationship in a orthogonal cutting. So here if I am saying of a force relationship in orthogonal cutting, so see here from the diagram what happened when this is a act as a workpiece and this is a tool here. When I am making of a there is a tool is a contact with the workpiece here, it is a remove unwanted of a material is removed in the form of chip here. So there is a n number of forces here, that is the F, N and here the Fs and Fn here. Okay, so the force relationship in an orthogonal cutting. See this is the tool when a contact with the workpiece unwanted of a material is removed in the form of a chip here. So what happened? There is a, and this is a second, from the second figure here there is a force, same Fs, Fn. So here F and here is N. Now coming to the, there is a more forces are take place, that is Ft, Fc, Fs here, and which makes our angle phi. Here these are the angles and alpha here. So and the tau also. So when joining of these two triangles, okay, these two forces, when forces is taken place, means when tool is contact with the workpiece here, so there will be a n number of a forces is exist here. So when this forces means of a makes on of angle, means these two triangles makes an angle, means joining of these two triangles, we are saying that is a merchant circle diagram here. Okay. So before going to that one, there is a number of forces acting on the chip during the metal cuttings. Or here is it, we are saying that can be established by merchant circle here. I am saying of a merchant circle, how it means joining of a two triangles here, then a merchant circle diagram will form here. Cutting velocity. Due to this one, what happened? Cutting velocity always remains constant here. Cutting edge of the tool remains sharp throughout the cutting, and there is a no contact between the workpiece and the tool flank here. And there is a no sideways of a flows of a chip. When I am saying of there is a no sideways, means only continuous chip is produced. When I am saying of a continuous chip is produced, means there is a no build up edge will be formed here. Okay, there is a no build up edge when there is a continuous chip is produced here. So what happened here? And with the help of a continuous chip, there is a no sideways of flow of chip, is what happens, there is a no build up edge will be formed here. So in that reason, no consideration is made of the inertia of a force here of a chip. So due to this one, what happened, there is n number of a forces will take place is exist. Due to that one, what happened, cutting velocity remains constant here. Cutting edge of the tool means there is a no contact between the workpiece and the tool flank here. There is a no sideways of a flows of a chip here. Only continuous chip is produces here. There is a no build up edge is formed due to that one. Okay. When this is taken place here, means there will be a free body of a diagram, state of a stable of a clear, means there will be a action of a two resultant force. From the diagram of a two, we have known that R1, R and R dash here. That is the resultant force which are equal, opposite and collinear. Okay. When these are take place here, so what are the things when a resultant force, means we are converting of a R. See here the force, okay, mean the force acting on the chip in orthograph. What is the Fs, Fn, N and F here? So here, what is we are going on here? Means here we are saying Fs. So Fs is a metal resistance here. Fs is a metal resistance here. Fn is a backing up force. Capital N is a force, and a F is equal to mu into N, that is a frictional resistance. If I am saying of a Fs is a metal resistance to a, means here there will be a chip formation acting along the shear plane, acting along the shear plane or a shear force. Fn is a backing up force, means here the exerted by the workpiece on the chip acting normal to the, which is acting normal to the shear plane here. Fn. N is the capital N is the force here exerted by the tool on the chip acting normal to the tool face here. Now come to the F is a mu into N. There is a frictional of a resistance of the tool against the chip flow acting along the tool face, and mu being a coefficient of a friction between a, mu is equal to a coefficient of a friction between a tool face and the chip. See from this one, Fs is a metal resistant, Fn is a backing up force, N is a force here, and F is equal to mu into N, that is the frictional resistance of a tool against the chip flow acting along the tool face. Mu is a being the coefficient of friction between the tool face and the chip. Mu is equal to F by N. These forces are represented in a free body of a diagram. It can be observed that Fs and Fn can be easily replaced by R. This is due to the resultant force, and Fn by replaced by the R dash here. From the diagram of a 2, we can also figure out a 2, we can say that here, okay, means we are saying of it can be replaced here, okay, Fs, Fs and Fn can be replaced by R dash, okay, and F, F and N can be replaced by R dash. Fs and Fn can be replaced by R, F and N can be replaced by R dash here. So when due to this, how we can be due to the equilibrium of a forces of a resultant of a R and R dash. Okay, which can act opposite and opposite and equal and the collinear here. So here we are saying of a equal and these forces R and R dash should be equal opposite to each other and should be a collinear here. Okay, R dash is equal to a just now I said of a that is a forces of a F and N. That is a okay means here metal resistance and the force here are equal to Fs and F. So here we are saying of a Fs is a metal resistance and a backing of a force, and we can also say that a resistance is a Fc plus Ft here. Fc and Ft also we can say that is a horizontal cutting force and a Ft is a vertical cutting force here. If I am saying of a means these two triangular forces of a above free body diagram are being combined together called as the merchant circle diagram here. Thank you and have a nice day. We'll next class we'll go with the merchant circle diagram here. Okay.